Hello, class. Welcome to Envisions Math. Today, you're a lucky kid. Why? Because you get two lessons for the price of one. That's right. Well, actually, that's wrong. You don't get charged for lessons. These lessons are free. But you did hear correctly that you have two lessons today, two assignments. What are you doing? Nope, nope. Get your finger away from that X at the top right-hand corner of your screen. That's right. Back away, those puppies. Back away. Thank you. Look, I'm giving you two assignments because I have utmost confidence in all of you that you can complete both of these assignments and complete them well. All right? So yeah, get your hand away from that escape key right now. Thank you. All right. So, what I'm going to do right now is go over an example from each lesson today, and then I'll let you work, and you're going to do a great job. I totally have confidence in you. You're going to do great. All right. So let's go with 11.1 first, shall we? So for 11.1 first, you are going to be multiplying fractions and whole numbers. Yeah, it's not that complicated. Don't sweat it, all right? Don't worry. So we have 1/4 here times 24. If you are multiplying a fraction times a whole number, the first step is to multiply the whole number by the numerator, because you know what's going to happen to the denominator? Yeah, you guessed it. It's going to stay the same again. So here we go. We have 1/4 times 24. So we're going to multiply 24 times the numerator. In this case, it's 1. So we will have 24. And then the numerator stays the same. So remember, 4/4 would be one whole. In this instance, we have 24/4. That's a lot of wholes. Do you know how to find out how many? Let me tell you how. You ready to listen to this? Listen to this. I'll tell you how. All you need to do is take your numerator and divide it by your denominator. That's right. Take your 24 and divide it by 4. 24 divided by 4 is 6. That's right, 6. So guess what? 1/4 times 24 equals 6. It is the product of 6. Now, in some problems today that you are going to solve, instead of the multiplication symbol, you are going to have the word of. Well, when you're multiplying fractions and whole numbers and you have a fraction of a whole number, you are also, sorry, excuse me, you are also multiplying the fraction by the whole number. So do know that you are going to be doing the same thing, whether or not it has a multiplication symbol or the word of. The directions are find the product, and find the product you will. All right, moving on to lesson 11.2, multiplication as scaling. I'm not really going to get into what that exactly means. I was going to make some vague reference to Counting on Grace, in which Mr. Lewis Hine kind of did some scaling by looking at how big Grace was compared to her frame. But what we're doing essentially today is comparing an equation with another number and seeing is it greater than, less than, or equal to. Yeah, kind of like those alligators that you remember back from a few years ago. Correct. So let's give you a few hints. I'm actually using the same exact problems on your Reteach 11.2 page, but I just thought I'd talk you through it. So in this instance, we have 2 1/5 times 5. Now here's the thing. We have a whole number with a fraction times a whole number. Look, this is a mixed number that has a whole number in it. Anytime you're multiplying a whole number times a whole number, it's going to be bigger than the whole number you're multiplying by. So 2 1/5 times 5 is definitely going to be greater than 5. So that little alligator is going to munch, 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 and crunch, crunch, crunch on the 2 1/5 times 5. Now you have 3/4 times 5. Well then, anytime that you multiply a fraction by a whole number, you are going to have a number smaller than the whole number you're multiplying by. So in this case, the alligator is going to munch, 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 and crunch, crunch, crunch on the 5. You can see another example of that right up here. Here's a fraction times a whole number. We get a product smaller than the whole number that we're multiplying by. And last but not least, we have 2/2 times 5. Well, anytime a numerator is the same as the denominator, you all smarty pants know that that equals 1. So if a fraction equals 1, 1 times 5 is 5. That's right. So if you're ever multiplying a fraction that's equivalent to 1, you are going to get the exact same number as the other number that you're comparing it to, so that would be the equal symbol. All right, if you have any questions today on 11.1 or 11.2, just let me know. And yes, that is correct. You are going to be working and completing 2 math assignments today. You can do it. Make some great math assignments.